Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, I must convey my sincere gratitude to the Commander of Sri Lankan Armed Forces, the Vice Chancellor and faculty of Sir John Kotlewala Defence University for inviting me to speak on this extremely important and relevant theme. I also take this opportunity to extend my gratitude to the Chair. The flow of my talk is as flashed on the slide, and I will be speaking in the context of technology development, adoption, and adaptation for the armed forces. The challenges for us all are nearly the same in this regard, and I'm sure you will be able to therefore associate the issue in the context of Indo-Sri Lankan perspective. Ladies and gentlemen, the capability development process in any field generally encompasses the three steps. What is the role one has or foresees for itself in the given environment? What does one would like to contribute or do economically or militarily? What capabilities are needed to do so? The second step would be what capabilities one has or wants. What are the capability requirements? And thirdly, what are the possible solutions? What assets are needed? That is through research, development, education, and innovation, and the national programs that would follow. Today, I shall be restricting myself to the third step, which is relevant to the theme of the symposium. Ladies and gentlemen, in global knowledge economy of 21st century, the ability of people to think and act creatively and adapt available technologies to strengthen economic activities are important to achieve bright future. The four pillars of knowledge economy are economic incentives and institutional regime, education and human resources, information and communication technology infrastructure, last but not the least, innovation and technology adoption. The relevance and quality of higher education institutes may occupy leadership role in research, create a dependable long-term strengths, and bridging the gap with R&D, thereby generating adequate returns on the investment. Acquiring and adapting technology to local conditions can produce transformational. How is it coming? Acquiring and adapting technology to local conditions can produce transformational changes if process is robust to push productivity forward and strengthen international competitiveness. This requires sustained investment, an appropriate business environment, and capabilities for research and technology customization. Towards expanding the development horizon, there is a need to encourage a culture of research and innovation. Now, as shown on the slide, strong science and technology and innovation linkages, which is given in the center of the slide, between higher education institutes and industry are a vital need. There is a need to promote and will be mutually beneficial as it will enable industries to draw on the intellect resource. As a user, the armed forces need to structure organization to synergize competencies and capabilities with their needs and tap on these linkages. Gentlemen, my talk in this backdrop focuses on project implementation through research and development and effective technology absorption and innovation. The scope which I intend covering is study and identify futuristic technologies of interest to the services in the context of our felt needs. Identify and review such technologies of relevance and identify potential areas where R&D effort is desired to be garnered. Synergizing between researcher, developer, and the user environment, not just in hypothesis or research, but in production, development, implementation, its improvement, scaling it up, again development based on vision on the horizon, and even beyond the horizon, thereby continuing ever-evolving process. Finally, in this process, due insurance or financial support to the R&D takes the prime stage. Gentlemen, now let us see what the complete cycle of research and development do and where do we need to focus on. As we all know, the research and development entails the activities as have been flashed on the slide, which is an ideal requirement. What we need to focus on is majority of education institutes do not or are unable to maintain close interaction with the industry in its curriculum development. Linkages between higher education institutes and industry fall short, leading to a disconnect between R&D requirements and the curriculum. This leads to lack of requisite research skills and insufficient capabilities of a higher education institute. Faculty staff, though extremely capable, typically may lack the backing and the tools to commercialize the product of their research. The research and development facilities of technology, development, and customization need to work in a better coordinated manner, as a number of structural issues hinder the system, which include dealing with large number of organizations which have different mandates, approaches, and controlling agencies. As a user, we in services have to be clued up to the system and modern technology to be able to plan on its adoption and adaptation. Therefore, requisite synergy and connect between various organizations and conceptualization and development is extremely important, as any disconnect would be both time and budget intensive, often taking up to years for production, development, and reduction by when the technology is already outdated. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to remember that a regime which encourages R&D lays a foundation for a bright future based on self-reliance and opportunities. The R&D effort will lead to greater indigenization, bring in better opportunities for own industry, and lead to fast-track development cycle. It will encourage mutual exchange of knowledge and thereby provide low-cost solutions to complex problems. In this regard, a collaborative approach is one of the best practical way ahead, wherein research work can be shared on national knowledge network. A national knowledge network should be formed under information and technology for connecting a large number of institutes nationwide on a broadband network, wherein all stakeholders have an access to it. Hence, education of leveraging the national knowledge network can be explored. It could be in the form of smart classrooms, video conferencing, and intra-institutes enhancing training reach. When I say